The Wolverine Sports Network is on the air.
He's going to keep the football. Drive for the goal line. It's a touchdown! The Wolverines have won it on the final play of the game. Touchdown East. A Wolverine walk-off winner.
Ostrowski, the righty, winds and deals. Strike three! It's a perfect game! Tate Ostrowski has thrown a perfect game for the Wolverines.
Piper back to throw. Has time. Looking for the end zone. And what is it called? Touchdown! It is a touchdown for the Wolverines with 7 seconds to play.
Grove City has won the President's Athletic Conference Championship. Grove City wins the PAC. The Cinderella story is alive.
Piper takes the snap. Looking to throw. Fires downfield. Frazier made the catch and scored the touchdown to win it for the Wolverines.
Tonight on the Wolverine Sports Network, the Grove City College women's basketball team will play the penultimate home game of the 2024-25 regular season as Grove City hosts Thiel in President's Athletic Conference play. Tip-off coming up at the bottom of the hour. But first, it's time once again for the Jason Baker Show on the Wolverine Sports Network. Hi, everybody. Ryan Briggs here, along with Grove City College head women's basketball coach Jason Baker. Coach, coming off the open date on Saturday, big win last Wednesday. Welcome back. Glad to be with you.
Always a pleasure. Thanks, Briggs.
The Grove City women's basketball team in action for the first time in a week. Of course, Grove City was off Saturday, but last Wednesday the Wolverines certainly were on at Allegheny. A 77-68 victory for the Wolverines in Meadville, Coach. And, Coach, obviously a great win on the road over a very, very good opponent, and probably would you say the most complete 40 minutes the Wolverines have played this year?
Yeah, I do think so. And, defensively we were really solid. But what really kind of set us apart, especially in the first half, was the efficiency that we played offense with. To score 48.5 against a really good defensive team. We played with a really good pace, and that's something that is really starting to become a habit for us. Is offensively we're playing with such good pace and movement, and that's what our offense is all about, and something that we've got to have.
The Wolverines putting 3 players in double figures. Mara Polchinski leading the way, a career-high 19 points, 6 of 12 shooting, also 7 rebounds. She is, of course, one of the top rebounding guards in the PAC. And, Mara's, of course, in her senior year now, 4-year starter, has played a lot of basketball, but certainly one of her finest games of her 4-year career.
Yeah, and lately she's really taken the initiative to be a scorer, and she's always been a great rebounder, a great defender, one of the best on-ball defenders I've ever seen. But I think us moving her to the 3 off the ball has really helped her to be more aggressive to score, which she's more than capable of doing.
And then at the center position, Meredith Sherrod and Emma Omer, they combined for 36 minutes played. They combined for 28 points on a combined 12 of 21 shooting. Meredith, 16 points, 9 rebounds. And then Emma Omer, 12 points with a couple of rebounds on 6 of 10 shooting. And, going against, perhaps the top 5, the top center in the PAC, Sarah Santacola, the Wolverines not only played her to a stalemate, the Wolverines got the upper hand.
Yeah, and we knew anytime you play Allegheny, your 5s being able to step out to 8 to 12 to 15 feet and make shots is a big thing, because they just sit her in the middle of the paint, and anything that's driven, anything that's passed in there, she's ready to block it. And so with our 5s being able to step out and make some plays, that drew her away from the basket, which opened up drives and back cuts for us. And no, our 5s were fantastic, and like you said, outplayed what is probably the best center in our conference.
And then some contributions off the bench as well, players chipping in, but we'll stay with that theme at the center spot. Katie Hoff, who is kind of the number 3 center, and that's sometimes like being the number 3 catcher on a baseball team. Your playing time sometimes is not sometimes some nights it's more than others, and with both Meredith and Emma in foul trouble, ultimately they both fouled out of the game. Katie Hoff came in the fourth quarter in what was a tight game and gave you some really big minutes down the stretch.
Yeah, we talk about all the time about doing your part to be a good teammate and what that means, and when your name and number is called, being ready. And Katie works so hard. And always has. And she, like you said, it was a five-point game, I do believe. She goes in. They've got all the momentum, and she stuffed 2 post moves from their center right away, which led to us getting to the line, which led to us getting out in transition. We talked about it in the locker room after the game. We talked about it the next day at practice, how important her role is, and the fact that she does such a good job with that role. And yeah, I don't know if we win that game without the minutes she played down the stretch.
And a lesson too of being ready in terms
Absolutely.
of she could have probably been sitting there thinking, well, I'm probably not going to play, and maybe have checked out, and obviously that was not the case.
100% right, and that's exactly what we talked about. It's a great lesson for everybody that make sure that you stay mentally checked into games, and be ready when your number is called, because if you aren't and your number is called, you might not get that next chance.
The Wolverines with a 77-68 win at Allegheny last week. It was 48-33 at the half. Allegheny chipped away, but the Wolverines get a 9-point win to go to 10-6. Grove City on the verge of clinching a berth in the PAC tournament. The Wolverines, the clearest way in is 1 win. There's some other mathematics and stuff, but we won't bore people with that because math on the radio or math on an audio stream does not make for good material. What is good material, though, is talking about how the Wolverines spent the open date. Because, of course, 11 teams in the league, somebody's off every round. Grove City being off on a Saturday, which is kind of a nice perk. Gives some people maybe a little extra free time. But I know that you were involved in the community last Saturday.
Well, we were supposed to.
Okay.
It ended up being canceled. The Christian school, we had a little mini clinic set up with them at their gym. And it is an event center, and so that was going to take place as long as no one rented that space. Someone did rent the space, and so we really had nowhere to go.
Okay.
So we are hoping to get out and get to one of their games shortly, but we were not able to do that, which is unfortunate because it's always kind of a high point of our season. We did it last year, and we're hoping at some point we can get back to doing that.
So, with that in mind, how did you handle Saturday then? Because of we have an off day. An off Saturday doesn't come along too often.
No, we let our team off, and a lot of our team went home for the weekend. We practiced Thursday. We had an individual workout, small group workouts Friday, and so that enabled a lot of our team to head home for the weekend. And I think it was a really much needed break. You always wonder about how we'll respond Monday after a break, but we actually had one of our best practices of the year, and so I think it was a really good thing for our team.
How about for the coaches? Well, I'm sure probably wasn't a bad thing for you either, just to be able to not worry about a practice plan or game planning per se.
Yeah, it definitely, and we were still able to get out and recruit Saturday. Actually headed up to Kenston to watch a game, but no, yeah, just a little break, being able to spend some time at home with your family, never a bad thing.
So we talk about, of course, and we'll talk about today's opponent, Thiel, coming up in our second segment. But with recruiting, obviously we can't get into specifics on names and all that. That would get us in some hot water. But number one, how is recruiting going? And now are you still wrapping up with seniors, or are you looking at current high school juniors, or how's that going? And how often are you out in a gymnasium on a Monday night or a Tuesday night or whatever the case may be? Especially in Ohio, the girls' playoffs are getting underway. In Pennsylvania, they'll be getting underway within the next 5 to 7 days, depending on our location and stuff. How's that process going?
It's going well. We have 5 commits, and we are really excited about the 5 we have. And, we would go to another one, maybe 2, if we feel like it's the right fit for us culture-wise. But if we end up with the 5 that we have, we're going to be more than happy with that. So we are spending a lot of time with our 26s, with our juniors right now. And we're out a lot. We believe that going out to see a high school game, you learn a lot more about a player than an AAU tournament. It's just a whole different atmosphere, environment. And, for example, the girl that we saw that I saw Saturday at Kenston, you got to see how good of a teammate she was. She got in foul trouble, but it never affected her body language, how positive she was on the bench. And those are just things that you don't necessarily see all the time in AAU games. And so we actually spend a lot of time watching high school games.
And, of course, too, especially now playoff time compared to AAU where they're playing 5, 6, 7 games, whatever it is, and a lot, going out and representing their school, their community, whatever, with a season on the line,
right?
And when the bleachers are packed, to see somebody in that environment, like you said, you get a lot more off of that than going to an AAU or just seeing a highlight clip sent on Huddle or YouTube or something of that sort.
Absolutely right, and you can really tell how important it is to some people. And when they know you're coming and they go out and perform well, I think it speaks a lot about their character and their toughness. And, we've seen a bunch of that, especially with the 5 commits that we have for this year.
That's a look back at last week's win, as well as some other topics with Coach Baker,
right,
helping fill the open date, if you will. We never have a shortage of topics on the Jason Baker Show. When we come back, our main focus will be tonight's opponent, the Thiel Tomcats, a very young team, but a very much improved team under second-year head coach Jess Vormelker. We will talk about the Tomcats when we come back. You're listening to the Jason Baker Show on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Founded in 1955, the President's Athletic Conference is regarded as one of the elite NCAA Division III conferences in the nation. Comprised of 11 private institutions and 2 associate members, the PAC remains unique in this day of high-pressure college athletics. As a charter member of NCAA Division III, PAC student-athletes excel in 23 varsity sports as well as the classroom. Want to learn more? Visit us at pacathletics.org or follow us on social media.
It only takes a minute to find out if you may have prediabetes, and you can do it at doihaveprediabetes.org. But you're probably not going to. Nope. I'm sure you've got a perfectly good excuse. Kids, work. I get it. You're busy. So what better time than now? Let's begin. Raise one finger if you're a man. Ladies, none yet. Oh, count in your head if you're driving. Now, 3 more fingers for everyone over 60, 2 over 50, 1 over 40. 1 more if you're not physically active. Another finger if anyone in your family has type 2 diabetes. Another if you've got high blood pressure. If you're overweight, raise another finger. 2 if you're very overweight. And 3 if you're really overweight. You've just taken the world's first audio prediabetes test. And if you're holding up 5 or more fingers, visit doihaveprediabetes.org or talk to your doctor. There's no excuse because prediabetes can be reversed.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Welcome back to the Wolverine Sports Network. This is the Jason Baker Show. Ryan Briggs here with Grove City head women's basketball coach Jason Baker. Grove City hosting Thiel round 2. With the Tomcats, the Wolverines winning in Greenville back on January 4th, 100-79. Coach, the Thiel Tomcats, obviously we saw them once, about 5 weeks ago or so. Still a very young team, but a much improved team. Up until as of late, really kind of struggled offensively. This is a team that was putting up some points, and certainly a team that's putting a lot of building blocks in place. They were within 6 at the halftime against Chatham, the defending conference champs, this past Saturday. So certainly a team that is playing better basketball.
Yeah, and I think they're dealing with some injuries. They've had some players. Catherine Kelly hasn't played in a few games. some other players that are good offensive weapons that have not played. So we'll see, who plays tonight. But yeah, they've got some, talented young players, and Green is one of the best athletes in our conference, and she is fantastic in transition, off the dribble, really hard to stop. So yeah, they are definitely, and for us, we talk about toughness all the time, and it doesn't matter the situation, it doesn't matter the opponent, it changes nothing with how we act and how hard we play, and we're gonna have to play well tonight.
You mentioned Issy Green, the freshman from Portersville Christian, really filling up the stat sheet this year. 9.6 points a game, 4.7 rebounds, 60 assists, 59 steals. And she certainly was on display when we saw the Tomcats back in January, putting together a fine outing, 24 points for her, along with 3 steals. And certainly she's the type of player that you don't want to let her get loose. I mean,
right.
If she gets up into that 20, 25-point range, things can get very hairy in a hurry for an opponent.
Yeah, and two numbers that we've talked about a lot the last 2 days is 40 and 17, and that is they shot 40% from the field against us, and we give up 17 offensive rebounds. And, those are two things that, aren't us, and I really feel like defensively we've been so much improved since then. And so, yeah, it's something that we are really focused on and dialed in on. We've got to keep her in front. We really gambled and got out of position a lot in our press the first time we played them. And so we want to really focus on keeping her in front, turning her as many times. And when we trap, because she will turn it over, when we trap, it's not with her full speed, with no one in front of her. We want to really clog her up and keep her in front as much as possible.
Grove City and Thiel tonight here on the Wolverine Sports Network. A win would clinch a tournament berth for the Wolverines. Top 6 get into the PAC tournament, and in fact, it's possible that all 6 tournament berths could be wrapped up by the end of the night, just the way things have shaken out in the President's Athletic Conference. Coach, again, essentially needed to win one of the last 4 to be in the tournament. And that's obviously you're not thinking, well, let's win one. We've got mission accomplished. But last year not making the tournament, the way that things shook out at the end with tiebreakers and so forth, the Wolverines were on the wrong side of that. Which that happens over the course of 20 games. But how significant would that be in terms of kind of, I guess, maybe checking a box?
It's a big step. It's a good step in the right direction. We really don't talk too much about results. Our focus is just getting better every day and playing our best basketball towards the end of the season, which we have of late. And but it is a big step in the right direction for us. And we still have an opportunity to host a first round game, which would be a really cool thing. But our focus is what I had mentioned earlier. We're not going to focus on anything but playing our best tonight and tomorrow, early morning practice tomorrow, just getting better then. And that's going to be our number one focus.
What are a couple keys tonight for the Wolverines to get that win over Thiel, clinch a spot in the tournament, and keep this late season momentum going?
Well, it's with Thiel, they're minus 12 rebounding per game, and giving up 17 offensive rebounds the first time we played them. We need to dominate the glass, and which is something that we've done a good job of late. But that's a big one. Defensively, we got to keep people in front of us, be smart and disciplined with our traps, and we can't let Green get downhill because she's really dangerous. We saw that. She's really good. And we just got to keep playing with pace offensively. We've done such a good job lately of making reads and making plays, and we just got to keep doing that. I think we're going to see more man-to-man tonight than we did the first time we played them, and we've got to get the ball into the paint with the drive, with the dribble, and with the pass. But I think rebounding is a big one tonight.
Coach, always a pleasure. Best of luck tonight. We will talk to you prior to Saturday's Senior Day game with Bethany. And go get them.
Thank you very much, Briggs.
That is Grove City College head women's basketball coach Jason Baker. You've been listening to the Jason Baker Show on the Wolverine Sports Network. When we come back, we will have tonight's starting lineups in the tip. It's Grove City and Thiel coming up on the home of the Wolverines.
This is Grove City College President Paul McNulty. Grove City College is a highly ranked national liberal arts college where your formation is viewed holistically, embracing mind, heart, and hand. You'll discover your calling and be equipped to pursue it. You'll also be a part of a community of purpose and principle. Faithfulness to this mission is one of our core values. Learn more about us at gcc.edu.
And we are live in the Grove City College Arena tonight here on the Wolverine Sports Network. It's Grove City and Thiel, a PAC doubleheader here on the Wolverine Sports Network. Hi, everybody. Ryan Briggs with you this evening here on the 12th day of February, Lincoln's birthday, the next to last home game of the regular season for Grove City, and Grove City taking on one of its oldest rivals, Thiel, a series that dates back to 1977. Grove City coming in, as we said, 10-6 in the league, 12-9 overall. A win would clinch a tournament berth for the Wolverines. Thiel, a very young team once again for second-year head coach Jess Warmelker. Tomcats in search of win number one, but this is a much improved team from last season, albeit a team that has certainly been hit with its share of injuries, as the Tomcats were without a couple of key cogs. Kelsey Seddon out, along with Catherine Kelly. Taylor Susany, 5'7" senior sharpshooter, also out. So Tomcats come in a little bit banged up. Grove City banged up a bit as well. Alexis Hudson will miss tonight's game, although she is dressed and going through warm-ups, so that is a good sign to have her back coming soon. And Katie Hoff is a scratch for tonight as well. Grove City and Thiel tip-off coming up at the bottom of the hour. We'll take a quick break and come back with the starting lineups. Grove City and Thiel here on the home of the Wolverines, the Wolverine Sports Network.
Ken Frenchak here from the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. It's that time of year again. Buy one, get one free windshield wiper sale. You heard correct. BOGO windshield wiper sale with any of our Valvoline full-service oil change through the end of the year. So get ready for Old Man Winter today before he arrives. BOGO windshield wiper sale through December 31st. You can go anywhere for an oil change, but you come to us for the experience.
Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out. It's that easy.
Back here in the Grove City College Arena, time now for tonight's starting lineups. And first four visiting Thiel. The guards will be Josie Lewis, 5'6" sophomore from Greenville, making start number 19. She's averaging 6 points per game. She'll be joined in the backcourt by Maddie Triscutt, 5'5" sophomore from Berkshire. Triscutt will make start number 2. She's averaging 3 points per game. Up front, Kaylee Risser, 5'8" freshman from DuBois Central Catholic, leading the team in scoring, averaging 11 points per game. Issy Green, 5'9" freshman from Slippery Rock and Portersville Christian. Green, we talked about her in the pregame with head coach Jason Baker. She's averaging 9.5 points per game. In the middle, it's Bria Ringloff, 5'10" freshman from Thomas Jefferson. It's her 6th start of the season. She's averaging 4 points and 4 rebounds per night. Green, Lewis, Risser, Triscutt, and Ringloff for Thiel. For Grove City, head coach Jason Baker will deploy this starting 5. The guards are Haley Hertzler, 5'5" senior from McKeesport. Hertzler making start number 5 on the season. She's averaging 2.5 points per game. She will be joined in the backcourt by Mara Polchinski, the 5'6" senior from Norwin. Polchinski averaging 8.7 points and a team leading 6 rebounds per game. Up front, Clara Hannon, 5'8" senior from Grove City. Hannon averaging 8.5 points and 5 rebounds per game. Jaden Davidsizer, 5'9" senior from Seneca Valley. Davidsizer averaging 7 points per game. Team leading 38 threes this year for Jaden. Number 2 all-time at Grove City in threes, 158. Needs 15 to pass Abby Moose for the all-time lead, so certainly Jaden has a crack at doing that. And in the middle, it's Meredith Sherrod, 5'11 junior from New Braunfels, Texas. Sherrod averaging 8.7 points and 5.8 rebounds per game. She is the team's leading scorer by a decimal point over Polchinski. So it is David Sizer, Hannon, Polchinski, Hertzler, and Sherrod for Grove City. Your officials tonight, your referee Kristen Santos. The umpires are David Lawrence and Colleen Thompson. Quick look at the PAC scoreboard. As we have a full slate of games, Waynesburg and St. Vincent. That was a 5 o'clock tip. Waynesburg on top, 22-14. 6 o'clock tip, W&J hosting Allegheny. Westminster hosting Geneva. And Bethany will host Chatham. That's a 5:30 game down at Bethany. Grove City and Thiel getting ready to square off for the second time. Teams met January 4th at Thiel. Grove City winning 100-79. Jaden Davidsizer with 15. Sarah Pfeiffer off the bench for 11 for Grove City. Clara Hannon, 11. And Emma Ulmer with 10 on 5 of 6 shooting. Green leading Thiel with 24. We will take our final in-game break, and we will come back with tonight's starting lineups and the opening tip. It's Grove City and Thiel coming up next on the Wolverine Sports Network.
I'm Sally, a volunteer at United Way. I'm asking people around the neighborhood what they think this place needs. Excuse me, hi. What do you think this place needs?
I'd like to see more parking.
More playgrounds.
Free movies.
That's easy. Better restaurants.
And you, what do you think this place needs?
This place? Oh, more ice cream trucks.
Okay. How about you?
Wi-Fi everywhere?
I was thinking more money in the pockets of local families come tax time.
Can I change my answer?
I was just kidding about the ice cream.
Oh, that's way better.
Now that you mention it.
When it comes to getting better tax refunds into the hands of local families, what this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org. Because great things happen when we live united. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
This is the news. This morning, we are saluting the 2.2 million women who have joined in the war effort. They now make up 37% of the workforce, changing their role forever.
The prestigious Harvard Medical School is breaking ground today, opening its doors to new female applicants.
Today, little girls all over the world look to the sky, where the first woman is now in space.
Military stereotypes are challenged today with the trailblazing promotion of a U.S. female officer to 4-star general. It was just announced that the vast majority of last year's doctorate degrees were earned by women.
We've come so far, but our news is changing for the worse. More women die from heart disease and stroke than men, even though it can be prevented. Make a change at GoRedForWomen.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women.
Chris, can you put the video game controller down for a second?
I can talk and play. Oh, I'm totally annihilating this punk kid in Nebraska.
I just feel like you're not acting like a grown-up in our relationship.
Am too.
Well, you still ride your skateboard to work, there's the comic book collection, the race car bed.
Look, I'm young at heart, but I put money into my 401k every paycheck. I picked up a few savings tips at feedthepig.org. I have control over my financial life now, and that feels pretty grown up.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. For free ideas and easy tips on ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
So, I bet I look like a grown-up to you now.
Well, except for the footy pajamas, I'd have to agree.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
At center, a 5'10" freshman from Thomas Jefferson, number 31, Ringloff. At forward, a 5'9" freshman from Portersville Christian, number 1, Issy Green. And at guard, a 5'6" junior sophomore from Greenville. Number 4, Josie Lewis. The head coach of the Tomcats in her second season is Jessica Vormelker. And now, here is tonight's starting lineup for your Grove City College Wolverines. At guard, a 5'6" senior from Norwin, number 20, Mara Polchinski. At guard, a 5'5" senior from McKeesport, number 22, Haley Hertzler. So the starting lineups introduced here in the Grove City College Arena. Crowd still filing in for this one. Grove City and Thiel. 97th all-time meeting. Thiel is Grove City's. Okay. Okay, tell. Yeah. Thanks, Jess. So apparently it is Izzy Green. The pronunciation key says Issy. Either way, she's a good ball player. We'll call her name a lot tonight. But anyway, 97th all-time meeting, Grove City and Thiel. Grove City's only played Westminster more often, 98 times. We're about ready to get it underway. Sherrod will jump center against Risser. Tip controlled by Grove City. And the next to last home game of the season is underway, the regular season. At least Polchinski gets it inside for Sherrod, puts it up and in. It's 2-0 Grove City. Meredith Sherrod. Izzy Green in the backcourt. Will give it off to Triscutt. And Triscutt called for the travel. We're a little bit skeleton crew tonight, so doing the public address as well. And you got to hear the enthusiastic announcement of Meredith Sherrod. Polchinski to Sherrod. Back to Polchinski. Up with the left hand, doesn't go. Rebound batted around, grabbed by Hannon, put back up. It's long. And there for the defensive rebound is Triscutt. 2-0 Grove City. We're just underway here in the Grove City College Arena. Right wing with it is Ringloff. She'll shoot the three. She'll hit the three. And Thiel has its first lead of the night. The other side pass intercepted, taken away by Izzy Green. Another steal, but then she threw a prayer down court, and it will stay Thiel ball. Got away with perhaps an errant pass there. Hannon got a hand on it, but it will stay Thiel ball. 58 seconds gone by. And into the forecourt comes Izzy Green. Top of the key, Lewis working it inside. Grab down low. Kick out. Another three, Ringloff. That one's good again. Ringloff got the feed from Risser at 6'2". A nice start inside. Down low, Hertzler shot no good. Rebound, Hertzler digs it out. Finds Sherrod at the foul line. Jumper, it doesn't go. And rebound collected by Maddie Triscutt for Thiel. Good start for the Tomcats on the road. Green right of the lane. Green driving kick to Ringloff. Corner three on the way. Good again. 3 threes for Ringloff. It's 9-2. (9-2). 8:10 to go in the first quarter. Polchinski, three, left side, long, no good. And Izzy Green digs out the rebound. Thiel could not have scripted a better start. Outlet down court. Risser into the lane, puts it up, doesn't go. Polchinski the defensive rebound. Back the other way come the Wolverines, moving left to right of the white jerseys, red numbers and letters, red trim. Thiel in the navy with baby blue trim, white numbers and letters down low. Polchinski got the feed from David Sizer. Layup good for Mara Polchinski. 9-4, Thiel's lead. 7:37 to go, first quarter. Pass down court, deflected away, and it will stay Thiel ball in the front court. Inbound to Green in the forecourt. Green setting up the offense. 16 to shoot. Green on the right side to Ringloff. Hands it back to Izzy Green. Green hesitates, drives in on David Sizer. Gives it off now for Triscutt. Throws it right corner to Ringloff, back to Green. Green, 3 long. Hertzler the rebound on a run out. Hertzler into the forecourt, 2-on-3. Crossover dribble, works it down low, intended for Hannon, knocked out of bounds by Thiel, and it will stay Grove City ball as Risser got a hand in there. We have our first sub of the night. It's Jensen Stalick in, replacing Triscutt. Stalick, 5'5" sophomore from Nordonia, the Cleveland suburbs. Inbound comes out to Sherrod back near midcourt. Hertzler sets up the offense. David Sizer, now Polchinski between the circles. Left wing to Hertzler. Back up top for Polchinski. Marr to the right elbow, working against Josie Lewis. Pull-up jumper on the way, doesn't go. Rebound underneath, loose, and a foul will be called. And we'll go on to Polchinski, first foul of the night on either team. Wholesale changes for Grove City. A new 5 will head onto the floor. Emma Ulmer, Nevaeh Ewing, Bethany Thompson, Sarah Pfeiffer, and Reese Hazley in for the Wolverines. Grove City setting up full court man-to-man. Green over the timeline with it. Green doubled, in some trouble. Throws it to Ringloff, and she cannot come down in bounds. It will be Grove City basketball. So the Wolverines force the turnover. Throwing the double team that time at Thiel. And goes back to Grove City with 6:40 to go, first quarter. Tomcats with a 9-4 lead thanks to 3 threes from Bria Ringloff. Hazley left of the lane. Jumper no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Ringloff. And the Wolverines keep possession. Pfeiffer to inbound. Finds Thompson top of the circle. Thompson in on Lewis, lost the handle. Lewis the last to touch it, however, and it stays Thiel or Grove City ball. Shot clock at 17. Baseline inbound comes out to Hazley. Hazley over to Pfeiffer, 3 long. Lands out of bounds and it goes back to Thiel. Wolverines are 2 of 10 in the early going. Thiel 3 of 5. 9-4 the Thiel lead. Izzy Green into the forecourt. Green harassed by Pfeiffer. Green swings it left side for Stalick. Stalick into the left corner now to Risser. Give it go back to Stalick in the corner. Lefty 3 on the way. Good, and a foul. A 4-point opportunity for Thiel. Stalick buries the 3 and then drew the foul on Pfeiffer. So Stalick to shoot 1 with 6:06 to go in the first quarter. It is long. And the rebound picked off by Nevaeh Ewing. Go to the front court. Hazley with it. Left wing to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer squares up, swings it out to Thompson. Bethany Thompson into the lane, in trouble. And a travel will be called. 5:50 to go in the half, or the quarter. Goes back to Thiel, leading 12-4. Stalick to inbound. Stalick into the backcourt for Lewis. Now give it off to Izzy Green. Green running the point, guarded by Sarah Pfeiffer. Green changing hands with a dribble. Drive and kick near corner. Stalick with it. 15 to shoot. Back to Stalick left side. Stalick working on Thompson. Bounce pass down low. Grabbed by Risser. Posting up on Ewing. Risser into the lane. Kick out Ringloff. 3 up. That one long, no good. And the rebound collected by Reese Hazley on a run out. Hazley into the forecourt with it. Lob inside and over the head of Ulmer. And Grove City turns it over for the third time in the early going. 5:17 to go first quarter. Thiel on top, 12-4. Grove City sets up full court pressure. Lewis in the backcourt and through the hands of Green and out of bounds. Just Izzy Green took her eye off of that one. And it goes back to Grove City. Kaylee Devlin in replacing Thompson. Devlin, the 5'8 freshman from Turbotville, Pennsylvania. Devlin looking to get it in. Finds Hazley. Hazley back to Devlin. Thiel now into a 2-3 zone. Pfeiffer, right side three, good. Sarah Pfeiffer hits the three, and the Wolverines cut the lead to 12-7. Pfeiffer hitting the three, her 17th of the season. We'll have a timeout on the next dead ball. Ringloff with it. Ringloff drive and kick to Risser. Her three from the right side, no good. Rebound tracked down by Stalick, however, and Thiel keeps it. Top of the key, Lewis with it. Lewis drives in. Bounce pass to Risser, left baseline jumper, and a foul. 4:34 to go in the half. We'll have free throws. The foul goes on Nevaeh Ewing. It'll be her first, team third, and a timeout on the floor. 12-7, Thiel with the lead. We'll be back after this break here on the Wolverines Sports Network.
Wouldn't it be
we'll have
great
free
if
throws.
life
The foul
came with a remote control? You know, you
goes
could hit
on
pause when you
Nevaeh
needed
Ewing.
to, or
It'll be her
hit
first,
rewind.
team third, and
like
a
that
timeout.
time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
It'll be Kaylee Risser shooting two for Thiel coming out of the break. Risser, 61% at the line on the season. The freshman from Reynoldsville, out in the Du Bois area, went to Du Bois Central Catholic, first one up and in. Of course, at one time, Reynoldsville had its own high school, but it was absorbed by Du Bois in the 60s. Second free throw good as well. And as Steve Lammy notes, it is Du Bois, not Dubois. You know, I was telling somebody's from out of the area. Devlin on the left wing as Grove City gets it ahead against the 2-2-1. Hannon, three long, no good. Rebound, Emma Ulmer. Ulmer puts it up and in. Right place, right time for Emma Ulmer. 14-9, 4:17 to go first half. Green will walk it ahead. Top of the circle now to Risser. Bounce pass batted away, and the steal loose, and a foul will be called. Foul will go on Stalick after the turnover by Risser. Four minutes exactly to go. Shot inside by Hannon, no good. Rebound grabbed by Risser. Here comes Thiel back the other way. Wolverines are 4 of 14 so far. Thiel 4 of 8. Ringloff driving in. Make it 5 of 9. 11 for Ringloff, her first two-pointer of the night. And it's 16-9. 3:39 to go first half. Ulmer near or first quarter. Ulmer into Hannon, no good. Rebound Ringloff. Green over the timeline with it. Polchinski and Sherrod back at the table for Grove City. Looks like David Sizer there as well. You want to see the top of her head. Green right of lane, scoop of the right hand for Izzy Green, no good. Pfeiffer the rebound. Pfeiffer over the timeline with it. Pfeiffer to the line, to the lane, to the block. Kicks it up top for Hannon. 3, up, good. Clara Hannon hits the 3 and a nice kick out from Pfeiffer. 16-12, 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Boy, I keep saying half tonight for some reason. The bulk of the games we call are quarters, whether it's local high schools or our games here on the women's side. Green step back 3, no good. Rebound to Hannon, but it's knocked away from behind by Stalick. Get it down low, layup is good. For Kaylee Risser. .227 to go in the quarter, and a foul called down low to go on Izzy Green, her first, team second. Ringloff out for Thiel. As Lindsay Amory, freshman out of Sagertown, checks in. Sherrod, Hertzler, Ewing, Polchinski, and Davensize are the Grove City 5. 2:26 to go first quarter. Wolverines down 6. Wolverines led briefly 2-0, but Thiel, thanks in large part to Ringloff's 11 first quarter points, has led for the bulk of the quarter. Sherrod hands it to Polchinski. Move it up top now to Hertzler. Hertzler down the lane, up with the right hand, short, no good. Rebound, Meredith Sherrod puts it up and in. Sherrod with 4, cuts the lead back to 4. 2 minutes to go in quarter number 1. Lewis right side with it. Lewis pulls up. Jumper blocked by Sherrod. She gets her own rebound. Second try blocked again. And this time Nevaeh Ewing with the rebound. Meredith Sherrod. She has some family in town for the game today. They like seeing that. Hertzler drives in and she's fouled. And if it's on Green, it's number 2. Thiel bench not thrilled with that. It looks like Izzy Green's going to be tagged with her second foul of the quarter. Hertzler line to the right. First one is up and falls off. No good. Hertzler now 7 of 13 at the line on the season. Second one is up, and it is good. Makes it 18-15. Thiel will send Giovanna Castro in for Green. So we'll see how Thiel navigates with one of its big guns, Izzy Green, in foul trouble. Castro's a 5'3" freshman from Frisco, Texas. Lewis, who was a starter at the point last year, will bring it ahead. Lewis over the timeline. Here comes a double team. Ball deflected away, loose, still loose, and a foul will be called on Hertzler for crashing into Castro. Hertzler's first, team fourth. .135 to go first quarter. 18-15, Thiel on top. Castro inbounding hash mark near side. Into Amory, up and good with the left hand. Lindsay Amory had an easy path to the hoop. .2015 with 80 seconds to go first quarter. Sherrod drives in, Sherrod up, no good, and an offensive foul will be called. Foul on Sherrod, her first, team fifth. It's Thiel ball with 1:17 to go in the quarter. Stalick will bring it ahead this time. Stalick, the lefty, gets it back over to Lewis. Lewis, right side, off to Amory. Now back out to Lewis. Lewis working on Polchinski. 15 to shoot, 1 minute to go first quarter. Lewis, high arcing, long 3, short. Rebound collected by Hertzler on a run out. Hertzler leads the break, whips it ahead to Ewing. Ewing puts it high off the glass, no good. Hertzler the rebound, second try, no. And the rebound dug out of there by Risser. Thiel back the other way. Wolverines are 6 of 20 so far tonight. Differential of about 15 seconds between shot and game clock. Stalick step back 3, up, no. And Polchinski able to collect the rebound. Wolverines can go for the final shot of the quarter if they desire. Near corner Hertzler with it. Differential of about a second. Polchinski will pull it out and the Wolverines will go for the final shot of the quarter, it would appear. Hertzler with it. Hertzler over to Ewing. Now Polchinski with it. Mara down low for Sherrod on the block. Up, no good. but a foul and a late whistle. And will be 2 free throws for Sherrod. Foul on Amory, her first. Sherrod delightedly right, long, no good. Second one is good, 20-16. Lewis brings it ahead right side, 3 seconds. 2, driving in is Amory to beat the buzzer, no good, and that is the end of the first quarter. Thiel with a good start, Tomcats lead 20-16. We will come back with the second quarter after this from the Grove City College Arena. This is Wolverine basketball on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Hey, is that a faucet running?
Nope. That's not a faucet. That's a river rushing through the forest.
It is?
Yeah. Forest rivers provide over 100 million people with clean water to drink. The water comes straight from the forest to us. In fact.
What? I can't hear you because of the vacuum.
That's not a vacuum. That's the trees in the forest cleaning up the air we breathe.
How do trees clean the air?
They soak up the dirty air on their leaves, branches, and trunks, which means clean air for us.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Yep. But the forest does more than give us clean air and water. It gives us shade for hot days, birds to listen to, and trees to climb.
Wow, that's awesome. I didn't know how cool the forest could be. Hey, let's go explore some more.
Visit the forest today and enjoy all it does, just for you. To learn more about the forest and find one near you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
It will be Thiel ball to start the second quarter. Grove City will send Emma Ulmer, Mara Polchinski, Clara Hannon, Reese Hazley, and Alexa McDowell out there. For Thiel, Josie Lewis, Giovanna Castro, Bria Ringloff, Lindsay Amory, and who's the 5th player out there? This is Jensen Stalick. There we go. 9:49 to go. First half. Thiel moving right to left. In the navy jerseys, white numbers and letters, baby blue and white trim. And Stalick driving the baseline, draws a foul on McDowell. That'll be McDowell's first. Team first in the second quarter. Working near side, and it's mishandled, losing it out of bounds is Stalick. Never got the hands on it, and Grove City gets it back. 5th turnover of the night for Thiel. Grove City, 4 turnovers in the first quarter. 2016, Thiel on top. Wolverines led briefly 2-0, but Thiel's had the lead ever since. McDowell to Ulmer against Thiel's 2-3. Back up top for Polchinski. 3, no good. Rebound, Hannon with it. Hannon turnaround jumper in the lane, doesn't go. Ulmer, a third try, up and in. Emma Ulmer at 6'3", dominating inside. 2018, Wolverines back to within 2. Ringloff, who has a game-high 11 points, throws it back out to Lewis between the circles. Castro, right wing, pulls up long 3. It is short. Rebound snagged by Hannon. Here come the Wolverines, a chance to tie or retake the lead. Hannon to the trailer, Polchinski. 3 from the left side, no. Ringloff with the rebound, and a foul will be called on Grove City. On the rebound, it goes on Ulmer, her first, team second. Kaylee Devlin back in for the Wolverines. Polchinski out. Grove City in the home whites, red numbers and letters, red trim. Full court pressure set up by Grove City. Lewis in the backcourt with it. Lewis working against a double team up top to Stalick. Left corner. Ringloff with it. Drives in. Pull up 8-footer. Goes about 11 feet. Rebound to Ulmer for Grove City. Ringloff's been hot, but that one a little bit too strong. McDowell, 3 good. Alexa McDowell hits the 3, and the Wolverines are back on top, 21-20. Lewis bringing it ahead. Behind the back dribble, has her pocket pick. Stolen away by McDowell. And knocked away by Lewis, who did not give up on the play. It will stay Wolverine ball. Risser in, Lewis out for Thiel. Actually, no, Lewis will stay in. It is Amory exiting. Of course, Thiel with Izzy Green on the bench with 2 personal fouls. Tomcats have to be excited. Down only 1 with Green in foul trouble. Now down 4, McDowell, another 3. 24-20. McDowell back-to-back threes, and the Wolverines are on top. It's a 9-0 run for the Wolverines. 24-20, 7:50 to go in the half. You wonder if Jess Vormelker will roll the dice and put Green back out there with the 2 fouls. Things were going pretty well for Thiel, but taking on a little bit of water here in the second quarter. Risser right of the lane up top for Stalick. Stalick drive, kick near corner to Ringloff. 4 to shoot. Ringloff near block. Shot put up and good. Got it to go somehow. Kaylee Risser muscled it up and in. She has 6. Omer left wing to Hannon. Hannon driving in. Hannon all the way. Up and good with the right hand reverse. Clara Hannon with 5. 26-22 Grove City as we approach the 7-minute mark in the second quarter. Now a pass out of bounds. Stalick caught a flyer, threw it right to Grove City head coach Jason Baker. Fielding for his position well. And it's turnover number 7 for Thiel. Hazley, Hannon, Polchinski, Omer, McDowell, the Grove City 5. 7 minutes to go in the half. 4-point Grove City lead. McDowell, right side, and McDowell walked with the ball. A little bit of a running start for McDowell, and that's turnover number 5 for Grove City. Sharon back to the table. She's in. Omer is out. Meredith's dad and grandfather in from New Braunfels, Texas today. Had a chance to speak with them before the game. Glad they can make the trip in. Not sure what they think of this mid-February weather in Western Pennsylvania. Mixed bag out there. Lewis drive, lefty layup, no good. Rebound shared. The Texan gets it ahead to Polchinski with 6:40 to go in the half. Hope you're enjoying this one, whether you're in New Braunfels, Texas, or New Brunswick. McDowell, 3 no good. She's from Mars. Rebound grab by Polchinski. Kicks it over to Hazley. McDowell finds Sherrod. Layup is good. Sherrod across the lane. Meredith now with 7, 28-22. Right wing Castro with it. Castro guarded by Hazley. Toss it back up top to Ringloff. Ringloff left of the lane near corner for Risser. Risser across the block, up and good with the right hand. Kaylee Risser with 8. She averages 11. Thiel cuts it back to 4. 28-24, under 6 minutes to go. And a fairly entertaining first half. McDowell right side around a couple of screens, kicks it over to Polchinski. Polchinski in on Lewis, ball knocked away, but it ends up in the hands of Polchinski. 10 to shoot. Hazley on Castro. Hazley up on the left hand, gets it to go. Caught the front of the rim and it dropped in. Hazley's first bucket of the night. Ringloff, far block to Risser, posting up, and good. Risser up on the right hand, 10 for Risser. She and Green both in double figures. Nice post entry as well. Hannon near block, turnaround jumper on the way, and that one doesn't go. Sherrod flies in for the rebound, but then a travel called on Hazley. Goes back to Thiel with 5:06 to go in the half. Castro, Lewis, Risser, Amory, and Stalick, the 5 for the Tomcats. Grove City, Hertzler, Polchinski, McDowell, Sherrod, and Nevaeh Ewing out there. Shot in the lane put up by Amory, no good. Rebound Sherrod. Here comes Grove City with 4:54 to go in the half. Polchinski underneath the hoop. Throws a bullet back up top. Not sure who it was intended for, but the Wolverines keep it. Hertzler to Sherrod, hands it back to Hertzler. Hertzler into the lane, lefty layup is good. Haley Hertzler hit the gas. First field goal of the night for Hertzler. 6-point game. Once again, 4.5 minutes to go first half. Lewis able to keep it in play and found Risser. Back to Lewis right corner, and Risser swings it out to Castro. 4:22 to go, second quarter. 6-point Grove City lead. Steele up top, stolen away. Polchinski jumped the passing lane. Mara puts it up and in. Polchinski with 4. Timeout, Thiel. So Thiel will take a 30-second timeout. That will become the second quarter media timeout. We'll step aside as well. The Wolverines have opened up an 8-point lead. We'll be back in 1 minute on the home of the Wolverines.
Stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover guitar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Six run for Grove City with 4 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the first half. The Wolverines will set up full court man-to-man. 34-26, Grove City leading by 8, largest lead of the night for the Wolverines. Stalick trapped, works it left side to Lewis, and the pass intercepted. Nevaeh Ewing jumped out of the passing lane. Ahead to Hertzler. Hertzler left of the lane, lefty layup, no good. Rebound tipped around and into the hands of Castro for Thiel. Castro gives it off to Lewis. With 3:47 to go, first half. Stalick far side, bobbled it, got it back, and then ripped out of there by Polchinski. Outlet down court for Hertzler. Hertzler high off the glass, no but a foul, and Hertzler will go back to the line. She split a pair of free throws in the first quarter. Foul goes on Josie Lewis, her first, team first. Hertzler to the line. 3 points tonight for Haley. First one is up and in. 35-26. Triscutt waiting at the table. Hertzler's second free throw up. Long, no good. Rebound, out of bounds, off of the Wolverines, and it will be Thiel basketball. Triscutt in. And it's Jensen Stalick checking out at the 3:36 mark. Grove City sets up the full court man-to-man. Castro can't handle it in the backcourt. Triscutt's pass a little bit off the mark, and Grove City forcing the 11th turnover of the half. Turnovers have started to become a little bit of an issue for Thiel. The first 10 turnovers have now led to 11 Grove City points. Inbound up top to Sherrod, into the paint for Polchinski. Lost it, got it back, and able to throw it to Sherrod, left side Davensizer. 3 on the way long. Nevaeh Ewing grabs the rebound, and the Wolverines will get a second crack at it. Shot clock resetting to 20. 3:19 to go in the half. Davensizer now have a foul away from the ball. It's going to be a hold on Triscutt, her first, team second. Wolverines will inbound on the baseline. Polchinski will trigger out of a 1-4 low. Far block to Davensizer, posting up. Jumper in the lane short. Rebound Polchinski. Kick it over to Ewing and back to Polchinski on the left side. Polchinski setting up the offense. 9 to shoot. Top of the circle, Sherrod with it. Inside for a cutting Davensizer, and she's clobbered down low. Jaden Davensizer earns her trip to the line with 3 minutes to go in the half. Foul is on Risser, her first, team third. David Sizer goes 0 for 2 at the line and remains a 9-point game. 35-26, 2:50 to go, second quarter. Ringloff, 3 on the way long. She hit 3 in the first quarter. That one didn't go. Rebound, Polchinski. Marr on a run out. Kick out right side. David Sizer, 3 short. Rebound. Ewing had one hand on it, but it's ripped out of there by Josie Lewis for Thiel. Give it off on the right side to Ringloff. Risser posting up. Risser pivots, kicks it back to Ringloff. 19 to shoot. Ringloff steaming down the lane, and an offensive foul will be called as Ringloff will be called for the offensive foul. Reese Hazley stood her ground and took the charge. Sherrod and Ewing out for the Wolverines. Hannon back in along with Emma Ulmer. 2:20 to go, first half. Wolverines up 9. Ulmer near block, puts it up, no good. Gets her own rebound. And then it's taken out of there by Thiel, ripped away by Lindsay Amory. Amory's put together a nice freshman season. So's Ringloff, but Ringloff's going to be called for the travel that time. And Mara Polchinski won't go as a steal per se, but just like a steal, her presence darting in there forced the traveling violation. Polchinski left wing up top to Hazley. Reese, 3. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled in by Ringloff. With a minute 55 to go in the half. We've been stuck on 35-26 for a little while. Left wing with it. Triscutt working right wing now to Ringloff and back up top to Amory. 14 to shoot. Right elbow, Triscutt with it. Triscutt down the lane, up with the right hand and good. Maddie Triscutt, strong move to the hoop for her first points of the night. David Sizer, right baseline drive. Swings it off to Ulmer, right of the lane. Ulmer across the lane, pulls up, 8-footer good. Emma Ulmer, pretty much automatic from about 9 feet in. Ulmer was 6, pretty good balance for the Wolverines tonight. Ulmer 6, McDowell 6, Hannon with 5. The lead is 9. Ball deflected. David Sizer got a hand on it. David Sizer will take it all the way and miss the layup. Rebound Polchinski, she'll put it up and in. And it's 39-28, timeout Thiel. So 1:02 to go in the half. Wolverines have an 11-point lead. We'll take a quick break, come back with more on the home of the Wolverines.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Thiel ball coming out of the timeout. Tomcats have taken 2 timeouts tonight. Inbounds deflected, and now will be Thiel ball deep in the corner, far side. We'll say hello to Art Campbell, tuned in tonight in the Slippery Rock metropolitan area. He noted that the weather forecast for New Braunfels, Texas is a little better for this weekend. Steele on the backcourt. Polchinski came up with shot no good. With the rebound grabbed by Polchinski, the Wolverines will get a second opportunity. Ulmer, top of the circle, back to Polchinski. 3 from up top, rims out, no good. Rebound snagged by Amory for Thiel. 40 seconds to go in the half, 11-point Grove City lead. Near wing with it is Risser. Now out to Josie Lewis. Lewis on the right side. The left side for Amory. Amory cut off, 11 to shoot. Kick it out, Risser. Jump shot, no good. Hazley the rebound. Wolverines have 20 seconds with which to work. Thiel does not have a foul to give. Left wing Polchinski with it. Polchinski for the cutter. Hazley, it's deflected loose. Scramble for it. We'll have a jump ball and it stays Grove City ball with 5 seconds to go in the first half. Inbound will come from the far side. Hannon at the foul line. Hannon to the block. Hannon up with the right hand, no good. Rebound grabbed by Stalick, and that is the end of the first half. 39-28, the Wolverines with the lead. We'll come back with a first half recap and a look at the PAC scoreboard here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that we can give our daughters everything they need to grow and learn. But not every child can focus on classes and play dates.
Nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. face hunger. That's 1 in 6. School lunch might be their only meal each day, and it's heartbreaking to imagine any child going to bed hungry. We're dreaming of a perfect day when kids can smile, play, and just be kids without worrying about where their next meal will come from. Feeding America is working to make that perfect day a reality.
Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste. That food is given to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about doing things that make an ordinary day extraordinary. Learning to play an instrument, building a sandcastle, hosting tea parties. Hunger should never be an obstacle to growing up.
You can help end childhood hunger in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
$39-28 is our halftime score. Grove City with the lead. Ryan Briggs with you here at the half. Grove City 16 of 44 from the field in the first half. Thiel 11 of 28. Meredith Sherrod leading Grove City with 7 points. Mara Polchinski 6. Alexa McDowell with 6. Bria Ringloff leading Thiel with 11 and 10 for Kaylee Risser. We'll come back with a full halftime recap after this on the home of the Wolverines.
My name is Meera Batra. I have been in this country 32 years, and this is how I live united. America has always been the land of promise, and in my community, many families have come for a better life. Coming from another culture myself, I know the desire to become part of a community, to feel at home, and to gain the tools for our children and families to succeed. So I advocate for these families with United Way. United Way empowers them to look beyond their histories and to see what opportunities are available. We help them get involved with their kids' schools, network within the community, and when we do, we unite them. We make the community stronger. What I do is something I wish someone had done for me, and I am so grateful I am able to. My name is Meera Batra. I help families see opportunities and succeed. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
You use Tearless Baby Shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bath water to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You make sure she wears a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You put on his sunscreen, even when he's embarrassed his friends will see. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Is your child facing the right way in the car seat? Is the seat too big or too small? How do you know when it's time to move your child into the next type of seat? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. That's safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
I think I understand.
Oh, good.
Finding best potatoes for French fries.
No!
Russet, fingerling, Yukon Gold.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
Take an ordinary putty knife and scrape off the old wax ring. Place the new wax ring over the flange, then line up the bolts with the bowl and gently set in place, making sure a proper seal is created with the flange and drain. Next.
Dad?
Yeah, sweetie.
Is that an old plumbing manual?
Oh, yeah, honey.
We really need to get some new books.
Right, do you want me to stop?
Nah, I kind of want to know how it ends.
Okay. Tighten the bolts, line up the flushing valve to the opening in the top of the bowl, and secure the tank with a screwdriver and crescent wrench.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Alvin and the Chip.
(39-28) Grove City on top at the intermission. Wolverines led in the first half. Meredith Sherrod with 7 points, 6 each from Mara Polchinski, Alexa McDowell, and Emma Ulmer. 5 for Clara Hannon, Haley Hertzler with 4, and Sarah Pfeiffer, a 3 off the bench for 3 points. On the Thiel side, Bria Ringloff with 11, 10 for Kaylee Risser, 3 for Jensen Stalick, 2 each for Maddie Triscutt and Lindsay Amory. Izzy Green, who, of course, we talked about her in the pregame, averaging nearly 10 points per game. She scoreless in the first half, thanks in large part to 2 fouls. She only played 8 minutes, so we will no doubt see a lot more of her. But Thiel had the lead for pretty much the entire first quarter and a good portion of the second, but Grove City a strong finishing kick, ultimately a 23-8 run in the second quarter. And Grove City has the lead at the break, 39-28. Don't forget, later tonight, the men's game, Grove City and Thiel. That'll be scheduled to tip at 7:30 here in the Grove City College Arena. Taking a lap around the President's Athletic Conference scoreboard, Waynesburg looking to pull off the upset, leading St. Vincent 52-38. That game has 5 minutes to go down in Greene County. The significance of that one, right now St. Vincent's 11-5, Grove City's 10-6. So if the Wolverines win here and St. Vincent loses, they would pull into a tie in the 4th spot. Of course, those teams play the finale down in Latrobe on the 22nd. But as it's shaping up, they could be tied at the end of the night. Again, Wolverines still have a lot of work to do, and St. Vincent's certainly capable of coming back, although the Bearcats really struggled offensively Saturday night against W&J as well. So perhaps a bit of an offensive funk for Jimmy Petruska's squad. But right now, Waynesburg up. It's now 54-38 with 4:30 to go. Allegheny leading W&J 25-20, 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. End of one, Geneva all over Westminster 27-12. And Chatham and Bethany, they are already in the third quarter, 6 minutes to go. Chatham leading Bethany 40-26. And our halftime score, it's 39-28, Grove City on top. We'll be back after this quick timeout on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Ken Frenchak here from the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. It's that time of year again. Buy one, get one free windshield wiper sale. You heard correct. BOGO windshield wiper sale with any of our Valvoline full-service oil change through the end of the year. So get ready for old man winter today before he arrives. BOGO windshield wiper sale through December 31st. You can go anywhere for an oil change, but you come to us for the experience.
Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out. It's that easy.
My name is Bobby. I'm a veteran and lost my leg to a roadside bomb. My victory was going from a wheelchair to becoming a weightlifting champion.
I'm Sam. I'm a veteran. My victory was finding a career I can be proud of and supporting my family.
America's veterans are on their most important tour, the tour of their lives.
I'm a veteran. My victory was going from homeless to home.
At DAV, we're on a mission to help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
I'm a veteran, and my victory was finishing my education.
DAV offers veterans of all generations a lifetime of support for victories great and small.
My victory was proving that disability is not a limitation.
My victory was getting my service dog a new best friend.
We help more than 1 million veterans every year as they face and conquer their challenges.
My victory is being able to be there for my family.
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
(39-28) the lead. For Grove City. Ryan Briggs with you on the Wolverine Sports Network. Just had to take care of a couple of minor things here before the third quarter gets underway. And Waynesburg still up 14, 57-43 with 3:18 to go in that one. And Waynesburg still with an outside shot of getting into the tournament. The Jackets 6-10. They're 3 back of Bethany with 4 to go. With Bethany losing, Waynesburg winning. So then you're 3 back with 2 to go, or 2 back with 3 to go. Again, still the odds against Waynesburg, but hey, staying alive for the tournament and keeping the pressure on Bethany. Bethany a tough closing stretch for the Bison, including here on Saturday, taking on Grove City, and what will be a 1 p.m. tip-off for Senior Day. Don't forget, tomorrow night here at athletics.gcc.edu, the Grove City College men's volleyball team hosts St. Vincent. It is the inaugural PAC men's volleyball match for the Wolverines. Back in action, should be a lot of fun. Brett Heckathorn's team playing well. Nice win last Friday night over Carlo, and a really entertaining 5-setter on Saturday against Eastern. Ultimately, Eastern won in 5, 15-12 in the fifth, but a lot to be excited. Love to see you here in the arena, or if you can't make it, you can watch it here on the Wolverine Sports Network. We'll take one final timeout and bring you the third quarter after this. Wolverines up 11, looking to clinch a berth in the PAC tournament here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover guitar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
It will be Thiel ball to start the second half. Tomcats in the navy jerseys, white numbers and letters outlined in baby blue. Baby blue trim. Grove City in the home whites, red numbers and letters and red trim. Halftime period winding down. Grove City sends it starting five of David Sizer, Hannon, Polchinski, Hertzler, and Sherrod out there. Thiel will go with Jensen Stalick starting the second half in place of whom? Izzy Green will inbound. It's Green, Lewis, Risser, Stalick, and Ringloff. So Triscutt does not start the second half. Second half underway. Wolverines up 11, looking for PAC win number 11. Near block, Risser puts it up and in. Got the feed from Izzy Green. That's 39-30. $9:40 to go, third. Now Grove City's first crack at it offensively. David Sizer underneath, kicks it left corner to Polchinski. Mara across the lane, down low for Hertzler. She's open, missed the shot. Rebound dug out by Stalick. So good start to the second half for Thiel, a score and a stop. Over the timeline comes Josie Lewis, running the point this time down. Over to Green, pick and pop Ringloff with it. Ringloff, 3 threes early on. She has 11, but threw that one away. Polchinski into the front court. Polchinski for the trailer, knocked away by Green. It goes out of bounds, and it will be Thiel ball. Our football analyst and a basketball aficionado, Chris Birch, is tuned in tonight watching the game. Of course, Clara Hannon, one of his former charges at Grove City High School. They won the District 10 title 5 years ago. Chris is tuned in tonight, taking a break from calling high school basketball. Near side, Izzy Green lost it. Here come the Wolverines, outlet down court. Hertzler into the lane, up and good. Got it to go, hung on the rim, and it dropped in. Haley Hertzler was 6, and the lead back to 11. 41-30, 8:40 to go, third quarter. In the backcourt, Green with it. Ball batted away by Hertzler. Grabbed by Polchinski. Shot blocked out of bounds by Izzy Green, however. Green prevented what would have been an easy layup. Turnover number 18 for Thiel. The turnovers have really accumulated. Hannon to Polchinski in the lane. Jumper gets the roll. Polchinski flashed open. 8 points for Polchinski. Now the officials get together. Kristen Santos and Colleen Thompson, joined by David Lawrence on our 3 official crew. I'm not sure what the issue is. Clock reads 8:32 to go in the third. And they're putting 8:26 on the clock. Or at least they're working on it. There we go, Sarah Sears, who takes care of us a lot too. Good job, Sarah. She'll get the gold star. She always gets the gold star. Baseline inbound intercepted. Stalick has it intercepted by Polchinski. Pulls up, jumper in the lane, good for Mara Polchinski. Polchinski in double figures, 10 for the Norwin grad. 45-30, 8:10 to go, third quarter. Green will give it off to Stalick. And they go left corner. Baseline drive by Ringloff. Finds Risser on the block. Jumper no good. Sherrod the rebound. Hertzler dribbling through traffic. Sherrod right of the lane. Kick it over to David Sizer. 3 up. Got it. Jaden David Sizer, her first points of the night. 48-30. The Wolverines are rocking and rolling in the arena. $33-10 run for the Wolverines. Going back to the first quarter. Josie Lewis, top of the key, 3, good. She stepped into that one, first points of the night for Lewis. 48-33. David Sizer, left corner to Hertzler. Hertzler back up top for Hannon. Her 3 on the way doesn't go. Rebound loose in the lane. Sherrod comes up with it inside for Hertzler. Up, no, but a foul, and Haley Hertzler will shoot 2 with 7:12 to go in the third. Fouls on Lewis, her second. Hertzler back to the line. Hertzler 2 for 4 at the line tonight. She had attempted the grand total of 12 free throws all season. Coming into tonight, first one long, no good. So she is now 9 of 17 on the season. Hertzler making her 5th straight start. First 5 starts of her career. McKeesport grad. That one short. Rebound tipped around, however, and Sherrod has it. Grove City now plus 13 on the glass, 33-20. We heard in the Jason Baker show before the game that rebounds would be something that the Wolverines were focusing on. Up top, Hannon, a long 2, doesn't go. Rebound near corner, Hertzler with it. So now plus 14 on the rebounds. David Sizer, right wing. Jaden into the lane, up on the left hand, doesn't go. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Izzy Green, and the Wolverines keep it. New 5 coming in. Hazley, Pfeiffer, Ulmer, Ewing, Thompson. Thiel will send Lindsay Amory into the game, and she remembers to check in. A little bit unusual. You know, it's game number 23, and she was just sprinting out there, but then she changed course. And the inbounds is knocked away. Steal by Josie Lewis for Thiel. 9th turnover of the night for Grove City. Pass up top and knocked away, and we have a foul called, and who's it on? It will get Stalick, who mishandled the pass, and then she took out Sarah Pfeiffer, who appears to be okay. That was a bit awkward looking. And Pfeiffer appears to be okay. Saw her mom and dad, Beth and Dave, before the game. They both, of course, played basketball here at Grove City. Left corner, Ewing, 3, up, got it. Nevaeh Ewing hits, it's a 2, but either way, Nevaeh Ewing, first points of the night. 50-33. 6:10 to go in the third. Over the timeline with it is Green. Kicks it left of the lane, jumper on the way, rims out, no good. Second try up and in by Amory, followed her own miss. Lindsay Amory with 4. Thiel staying within striking distance. This Thiel team does not quit. They battle you 40 minutes every night. Pfeiffer, 3, good. Sarah Pfeiffer's second triple of the night. She's just fine. Showing no ill effects after the collision a few possessions back. Pfeiffer was 6, 53-35. Pfeiffer's 18th 3 of the season. We talked about her dad, Dave, here. He's one of the great three-point shooters in Grove City history. Remember the 99 PAC title team for head coach Steve Lammy. Left of the lane, Josie Lewis. Shovels it off now for Risser. Risser on the baseline, and a foul will be called. Risser will shoot 2 at the 5:13 mark. And it goes on Bethany Thompson. Bethany's first, team first. Risser shooting 2. First one rattles in. 13 for Risser. She's the game's high scorer. That Waynesburg University St. Vincent game has gone final. Risser goes 2 for 2. And Waynesburg gets it done, 61-50. Huge win for Sam Jones' team. Ulmer in the high post for Ewing underneath, and Nevaeh Ewing fouled down low. Wolverines, nice little high-low with a backdoor slip. Foul on Stalick, her third, and Nevaeh Ewing to shoot 2. Ewing line to the left, 4 of 6 at the line this year. And that one off the mark, no good. Now 4 of 7. 53-37 Grove City as we come upon the 5-minute mark. Line to the left, Ewing aims, shoots, and no good. Rebound grabbed by Amory. Wolverines are 3 for 12 at the line tonight. An unsightly number. Come in at 70% as a team, but that number getting dinged tonight. Lewis to the right baseline. Kick it back left corner. Stalick, 18-footer, good. Jensen Stalick, a long fadeaway. She has 5. Lewis with a nice feed, and Stalick knocking down the long 2. 53-39. Ewing right side, 3. Ewing long. Rebound tipped around, and it's out of bounds off the Wolverines. It will be Thiel basketball with 4.5 minutes to go in the third quarter, and we've reached our under 5 media timeout. We'll take a break as well. 4:29 to go, third quarter. It's Grove City 53, Thiel 39 on the home of the Wolverines.
Ma, is this how you feed a hamster?
I think so.
Is my homework right?
I think so.
Is, this milk still good?
I think so.
When it comes to parenting, sometimes it's okay to think you know. But when it's something as important as your child's car seat, don't just think. Know. Double check if your child is in the right seat for their age and size. It'll help protect them in a car crash. Don't just think. Know by visiting nhtsa.gov/the-right seat. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Devlin, Hazley, Hannon, Pfeiffer, and Ulmer for Grove City with 4:30 to go, 4:29, pardon me. 53-39, Grove City on top. Again, the upset of the night in the PHC, 61-50, St. Vincent Falls at Waynesburg. Allegheny up 9 down at W&J. Will be Risser to inbound for Thiel. Risser, Castro, Green, Lewis, and Amory, the Tomcat 5 for second-year head coach Jess Vormelker. Half-court trap, Lewis able to whip it up top for Green. Izzy Green, left wing. Castro is open. Giovanna Castro, 3, no good. Rebound, loose on the floor. Lewis with it. Thiel will get a second opportunity. Tomcats have cut the rebound margin to 11. 4:05 to go in the third. 9 to shoot. Driving left, Green up, no good. Hannon the rebound. Hannon tied up. But it will be Grove City ball via the arrow. A couple of other scores. Allegheny up 38-29 at the half down at W&J. And Geneva leading 40-27 at the half at Westminster. Hazley into the front court. Right side to Pfeiffer. Finds Hannon at the right elbow. Jumper, Hannon good. Clara Hannon sticks a 15-footer, 7 for Hannon. 55-39. 3:35 to go, third quarter. McDowell back to the table. She'll be in on the next stoppage. McDowell, a couple of threes to spark the comeback in the second quarter. Green near block, posting up. Green turnaround, jumper, and a travel will be called. McDowell back in, Pfeiffer out. So the lefty sharpshooter replaces the righty sharpshooter. Devlin top of the key with it. Get it far block to Ulmer, far side. McDowell, another 3 on the way. That one no good. Rebound near side. Izzy Green flags it down for Thiel. Green into the lane and walked again. Green tried to pull up but could not. And Thiel commits its 22nd turnover of the night. Ulmer far block into Hannon, kick it far side. Reese Hazley, 3, up good. Reese Hazley with 5. 58-39 Grove City, largest lead of the night for the Wolverines. Hazley's 14th 3 of the season. Long 2 put up from the left wing by Amory, no good. Kaylee Devlin with the rebound. Into the forecourt comes Hazley. Far block to Ulmer. Ulmer up on the right hand and good. Emma Ulmer got position, put it up and in. 8 for Ulmer on 4 of 5 shooting. Wolverines trying to break this one open here late in the third. 60-39, 2:15 to go in the period. Emily Wentworth coming to the table for the Wolverines. Green left side over to Josie Lewis. Josie Lewis 3, no good. McDowell with the rebound for Grove City. McDowell doubled in the backcourt, knocked away by Risser, and then she's tied up. Thiel has the arrow. Polchinski, Sherrod, Emily Wentworth. We see Leah Swanseen in for the first time. And McDowell stays out there. Wentworth, the 5'11" senior from Potsdam, New York. Swanseen, 5'8" freshman from Northern Bedford. Right of the lane, Risser with it. In on Wentworth, gets cut off. Move it up top. Castro in the foul circle. Jumper good. Giovanna Castro's first points of the night. 60-41. Polchinski into the lane, strip. Stolen out of there by Risser. Risser down court to the block, up no good. Rebound McDowell, and back the other way come the Wolverines. McDowell over the timeline with it. McDowell lob onto the block for Sherrod. Into the paint, puts it up. Blocked underneath, grabbed by Polchinski. It was Amory with the block. Near side, Swanseen, 3 long. Sherrod the rebound, and Grove City has it after the jump ball. She was tied up by a couple of Tomcats. It stays Grove City ball with 1:13 to go in the third. Swanseen will inbound out of a 1-4. Finds Polchinski on the left wing and up top to Sherrod. McDowell right wing onto the block for Wentworth. Finds Sherrod in the foul circle. Jumper on the way, no good. And Castro with the rebound, lost it, taken away by Polchinski, who put it up and in. Polchinski with 12. 62-41, 50 seconds to go in the third. Lewis into the front court, right wing to Castro, back to Lewis. Guarded by Swanseen. Move it off to Amory. Jumper left of the lane, no good. Rebound underneath, grabbed by Amory. Fires it over to Lewis, long 2, short. Rebound grabbed by Wentworth, who ends up on her rear, and a foul will be called on Thiel underneath. It goes on Risser, her second, team fourth. .35 seconds to go, third quarter. Grove City with the lead. Trisket back in for Thiel, and it's Risser checking out. Polchinski will walk it ahead. Right of the lane, Wentworth. Wentworth driving up on the left hand, and good. Strong move for Emily Wentworth. .64-41, 15 seconds to go in the third. Top of the key with it is Green. Green left wing to Castro, 7 seconds in the quarter. Castro steps back, 3, no good. Rebound ripped out of there by Wentworth. And that will be the end of the third quarter. And Grove City has the lead, 64-41. We'll come back with the fourth quarter after this on the home of the Wolverines.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Thiel ball to start the fourth quarter. Tomcats send Green, Lewis, Risser, Trisket, and Ringloff out there at Grove City with Kaylee Devlin, Jaden Davidsizer, Haley Hertzler, and Emily Wentworth, along with Ada Fuller, her first action of the night, the freshman from Knock. Green on the near wing with it. 64-41 Grove City. Wolverines. The man-to-man jumper by Ringloff, no good. The rebound collected by Haley Hertzler. Hertzler whips it left side for David Sizer, and she's fouled by Ringloff. And Jaden David Sizer will go back to the line. David Sizer 0 for 2 at the line tonight. Now 0 for 3. The Wolverines 3 of 13 at the line tonight. Not particularly good. David Sizer hits the second one. Especially the Wolverines come in shooting 70% as a team. But one of those nights. But we'll have it on a night, I suppose, where you're up 2 dozen as opposed to a tight game. This was a tight game for much of it before Grove City pulled away in the third quarter. Thiel hung around, but eventually Grove City getting some stops and some scores to open up this 24-point lead. Near block, Risser spins, puts it up, no good. And Ada Fuller with the rebound. Fuller, the lefty, into the lane, and an offensive foul will be called as she crashed into the defender. That'll be Fuller's first and the team's first. Ringloff baseball pass down court, caught by Risser. Risser, pull up left of the lane and move it back out to Josie Lewis. With 9 minutes to go in the fourth. Triscutt top of the key with it. Fires it right wing for Ringloff. Ringloff lost the handle. Grabbed by Grove City. Devlin with it. Devlin to the line, to the lane, up on the left hand. No good. Rebound pinballed around. And it's grabbed by Thiel. Izzy Green with it. Green into the lane, up with the right hand, doesn't go, gets her own rebound. Green kicks it out to the trailer Ringloff, steps into a 3 and hits it. It's a 2, she had a foot on the line. Either way, Bria Ringloff for the Baker's dozen. 65-43, 8.5 minutes to go. Wentworth to David Sizer, up with the right hand and good. Nice entry from Emily Wentworth. Jaden David Sizer with 6 points tonight. 8:13 to go. Risser into the paint, deflected by Devlin, grabbed by Lewis. Lewis jumper left of the lane, rattles around and drops in. Josie Lewis, her first 2-pointer of the night, 5 for the Greenville grad. Fuller near side to Devlin. Finds Hertzler now. Hertzler has it knocked away. Grove City keeps it. Polchinski in. And Kaylee Devlin out at 7:53 of the fourth. Fuller to inbound. Toss it to Polchinski. Marr from the top of the key. Stripped. The steal by Lewis. Outlet ahead to Izzy Green. Green, left-hand dribble. She'll set up the Thiel offense. 7:40 to go. Green near wing for Ringloff. Ringloff, 3, up, off the mark. And Jaden David Sizer collects her first rebound of the night. Wolverines 46-29 edge on the glass tonight, plus 17. Polchinski explodes into the lane. Finds Hertzler now. Hertzler dribble drive. Up with the right hand, and a foul will go on Maddie Triscutt. Her second, Hertzler back to the line. Foul actually was not on Triscutt. It was assessed to Risser. First one, no good. Sherrod back in for Wentworth on the Grove City side. Hertzler line to the left. That one is good. It's 68-45 with 7:20 to go. Haley Hertzler, 7 points tonight. Also 6 rebounds for her. Wolverine guards do a really good job of rebounding. Polchinski, we've seen that for 4 years now. Haley Hertzler. Green, top of the key, 3 is off the mark. Rebound, Ringloff. No, Hertzler comes out of there with it. Outlet ahead for a streaking David Sizer. Jaden will take it all the way, missed the layup. And then a foul on David Sizer as well. She gets the double whammy. It's her first, team second. Down the lane, Risser with the left hand, no good. Rebound snagged by Fuller. Fuller whips it over to David Sizer, right side. 6:40 left in this one. Hertzler left wing. Top of the key to Fuller. Back to Hertzler. Haley Hertzler, 3. Good. Haley Hertzler in double figures with 10. 71-45. Haley Hertzler having a great senior season and a great finish to the regular season of her senior year. 10 tonight. Her moving into the starting lineup is really giving the Wolverines a shot in the arm. Triscutt, right of the lane. Swings it off to Risser, out to Ringloff. 3, no good. Rebound grabbed by Risser. Lewis, left side for Izzy Green. Green on the baseline. Get it back up top. Lewis, 3 on the way. Won't go. David Sizer the rebound. 5:50 to go in this one. 71-45 Grove City. McDowell and Hazley at the table for Grove City. Kylie Ingram coming to the table. Ball knocked out of bounds and will stay Grove City ball. McDowell, Hazley return. Fuller stays out there along with Polchinski and Kylie Ingram. 6'2" senior from Cincinnati in for the first time tonight. Inbound on the backcourt, and Green got her hands on it, was standing out of bounds, so the Wolverines will try it again. Kylie Ingram making her 4th appearance of the season. Kylie, of course, was out of action prior to the Christmas break. Came back when the calendar flipped to January and making her 4th appearance. Flashing open inside, layup no good. Rebound, pinballed around. Ingram with it, finds Polchinski in the lane, no good. Second try, up and good for Mara Polchinski. Tipped in her own miss. Polchinski with 14. Right of the lane with it. Shot put up by Triscutt, blocked by Ingram. Rebound, Polchinski down court for streaking Hazley. Layup is good in transition. And a timeout will be taken by Thiel with 5:09 to go. Wolverines have opened up a 30-point lead, 75-45. We'll be back with more action after this on the home of the Wolverines.
You can't escape a traffic jam. Know what else you can't escape? Seasonal allergies. And you might think you can avoid that coffee stain until... Oh, really? You can't escape a lot of things in life, but you can escape prediabetes. Prediabetes captures 1 in 3 adults. There are usually no signs of prediabetes. In fact, most people don't even know they have it. But with early diagnosis, you can change the outcome and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Take action by taking the 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. You might not be able to escape having this song stuck in your head, but you can escape prediabetes. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Thiel ball coming out of the timeout. With 5 minutes to go. Jumper good for Castro and a foul. Foul goes on Ada Fuller. It'll be her second. So 75-47. Another free throw coming up for Castro. Don't forget, later tonight we'll have the men's game, Grove City and Thiel. Wolverine men have clinched a berth in the PAC tournament. Thiel still alive. Tomcats probably need to run the table, you'd have to think, or get a lot of help to get in. But always a battle when the Wolverines and Tomcats get together. Tim Loomis always has a tough, defensive-minded team. Wolverines like to play that way too. It will be a physical battle, no doubt, tonight here in the Grove City College Arena. 75-47, the women have the lead. We'll take a 30-second break. Come back after this on the Wolverine Sports Network.
What is dedication?
My biggest fear in the middle of my addiction was that my kids wouldn't have a father. And I started thinking, you know what? This isn't my story. I definitely had to become a better man to be a better father. It's important to me that my kids are empowered and truly believe that if they can think it, they can do it.
That's dedication. Visit fatherhood.gov to hear more. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Castro completes a three-point play coming out of the timeout. And then a foul will be called. Casey Green picks up the blocking foul on Ada Fuller. Fuller, Pfeiffer, McDole, Swansea, and Ingram. Grove City's 5 with 4:46 to go. Wolverines on their way to clinching a PAC tournament berth. Pass far side tipped out of bounds. And again, with St. Vincent losing tonight, the Wolverines pull into a tie for 4th at 11-6. PAC tournament, in case you're wondering, 6 teams make it, 1 and 2 get buys to the semis. Number 3 hosts number 6 in the quarterfinals. Number 4 hosts number 5. And it's a hard bracket, so the 4-5 winner goes to number 1. Pass intercepted up top, the steal by Risser. One side of the bracket, 4-5 plays 1, the 3-6 winner plays 2. It's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Home team or higher seed has home court. Lewis right side. Lewis pick and roll down low. Swatted out of there by Kylie Ingram, using every bit of her 6'2" frame. Thiel to inbound on the baseline. Izzy Green will trigger. Toss up top for Amory. Amory hands it off to Castro. Now right of the lane to Risser. 7 to shoot. Back to Lewis on the near right wing. Lewis inside, deflected away by Ingram. But then taken away from Fuller by Risser. Thiel gets another crack at it. 4 minutes to go in this one. Risser near side. Risser into the lane. Jumper off the mark. No. Rebound. Swansea grabs it. Gets tied up by Amory. Grove City has the arrow. And it will be Grove City ball with 3:52 to go in this one. Chatham has finished off Bethany 84-51. We'll see the Bison Saturday here for Senior Day. Swansea into the lane, shot no good, gets her own rebound, gets tied up. And this time will be Thiel ball. So it'll be a 1 o'clock tip. Senior Day will be 12:45. We'll have the Jason Baker Show and Senior Day festivities starting probably about 12:20 on Saturday. And a lot of seniors to recognize for both of the basketball teams as well as the cheerleading squad. They'll be honored Saturday at halftime of the men's game. Steele, McDole took it away. McDole down court for Fuller. One lefty to another. And it'll stay Grove City ball. As Risser able to get a hand on it, but her foot was on the baseline. Stalick returning along with Tristan. Green out. And Risser exits with 3:21 to go. Chatham winning 84-51 tonight. Pfeiffer left of the lane, jump shot long, and Triscutt the rebound. Allegheny up 11 middle of the third at W&J, 56-45. That's a developing situation. Right elbow, Stalick with it. Reversal left side for Castro. Castro right-hand dribble. Top of the key to Amory. Ball near side intercepted. McDole another steal. McDole down court into the lane. Lefty lip up and good. Alexa McDole with 8, the steal and the score. 77-48. McDole 8 tonight on 3 of 5 shooting. 2:38 to go. Posting up is Triscutt. To the right block on Fuller. Finds it Lewis. Jumper on the way from Lewis doesn't go. Kylie Ingram with the rebound. Wolverines will bring it ahead. Moving right to left in the white jerseys, red numbers and letters, red trim. Thiel in the navy, white numbers and letters outlined in baby blue and white trim for the Tomcats. Swansea over to Fuller right wing. 3 first-year players along with McDole and Ingram out there. Pfeiffer's a first-year sophomore. Thought about the 3 now. She'll shoot the 3. It's off the rim, no good. Ingram, the rebound, puts it up and in. Kylie Ingram. She'll have a three-point opportunity with 2 minutes to go. The foul on Amory. Her second. Lewis out. And Natalie Herring in for the first time tonight for the Tomcats. Herring, a sophomore from Berkshire. Free throw long, no good. Rebound, Swanseen puts it up and in. Leah Swanseen's first points of the night. The timeout taken by Thiel. It's a full timeout. We'll take it as well. 1:54 to go. Wolverines closing out this one. We'll be back with the finish on the Wolverines Sports Network.
Mama, what does the chicken say?
Chicken. Oh, okay.
When the wolf?
Oh, a wolf.
Ooh! What about the tiny dog? Cat? Owl? Dolphin? What does the turkey say? Whale?
No, whale sound.
Do the giraffe.
Giraffe, really? Okay. Giraffe.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right.
Visit NHTSA.gov.
Smash the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Pfeiffer, Swanseen, Fuller, McDowell, and Ingram for Grove City. The Thiel 5, Stalick, Amory, Castro, Triscutt, and Herring. As we're in the final 2 minutes of this one, Thiel has the open date Saturday. Tomcats back home next Wednesday to host W&J. Grove City had its open date this past Saturday. No open dates next year with Hiram coming in. 2 6-team divisions. Thiel and Grove City will be in the Northern Division together. They'll play twice. Left of the lane, shot put up by Stalick, but a foul. 1:32 to go, and Stalick will shoot 2. Foul is on Kylie Ingram, her first. Stalick 0 for 1 at the line tonight. Hits the first one. Thiel 6 of 7 at the line this evening. Tomcats, it's a very young team. And they do a lot of good things just over the course of 40 minutes. Sometimes the inexperience, and still a relatively small team in terms of post presence. Stalick goes 2 for 2. Now she'll check out presumably for the final time tonight. Danielle Aulette in, the senior. First-year senior in basketball. She's out of Mineral Ridge High School. Very good setter for the Thiel volleyball team. McDowell, far block. To Ingram inside. Fuller missed the layup. Rebound. Ingram's second try. No. And there for the rebound is Lindsay Amory with 1:18 to go. Amory works it near side to Triscutt. Triscutt into the lane. Lost it. Got it back. Kicks it over to Amory. Jumper on the way. Good for Lindsay Amory. 1 minute to go in this one. 81-52 Grove City. Far block. Ingram with it. Ingram stepped on the baseline. And it goes back to Thiel. Gianna Arnice checks in for the first time, senior out of Carbondale. And Amory will check out. Again, if you're a Thiel fan, there's a lot to like. You know, all these freshmen and a handful of sophomores getting valuable minutes in a pretty good women's basketball league. Night in and night out, no nights off, and Thiel battling hard for 40 minutes. You know, Tomcats, they're going to break through at some point. Arnice left wing with it, steps back, 3, no good. Rebound collected by Ada Fuller. Outlet down court to Ingram, and an over and back violation. Ingram was in the front court, McDowell was not. And we'll go back to Thiel with 30 seconds to go. It'll be Thiel ball at midcourt. After the game, we'll have a recap. Look at the stats, look at the PAC scoreboard, get you set for game 2, the men's game, Grove City and Thiel. Tip-off's going to be a little bit after 7:30, probably 7:35 tonight. Shot put up by Arnice, blocked by Fuller. Rebound grabbed by Grove City. Now looks like McDowell's going to dribble it out. Down to 10 seconds to go. Grove City is going to go to 13-9 overall, 11-6. The Wolverines will punch their ticket to the PAC tournament with a win. McDowell dribbles it out. And that'll do it. It's a Wolverine winner, 81-52. We'll come back with a happy recap after this on the home of the Wolverines. This is the Wolverines Sports Network.
Grove City College is a Christian college where you'll be challenged academically and nourished spiritually, where you can determine your calling and understand how to pursue it, and where you'll be a part of a community of purpose and principle. An excellent education is at the heart of the Grove City College experience, coupled with a commitment to faith and a mission to keep higher education affordable. I'm Grove City College President Paul McNulty, inviting you to visit gcc.edu to learn more.
My name is Jim. I'm a veteran, and I lost both legs in Vietnam. My victory was proving that disability is not a limitation.
I'm Julius. I'm a veteran. My victory was going from homeless to home.
At DAV, we're on a mission, helping veterans of all generations get the benefits they've earned.
I'm Cece. My victory was finishing my education.
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Hey, there he is. How's it going? I'm having a stroke. Are you going to shake my hand or what? I'm having a stroke. Wow, you're not even moving your arm. I'm having a stroke. Are you okay? I'm having a stroke. Your face looks weird, too. I'm having a stroke. Are you having a seizure or something? I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear.
I'm having a stroke.
You just need to know the sudden signs. Look for FAST, F-A-S-T. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. Or S, speech difficulty. Then T, time. Time to call 911 immediately, because the sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Know the sudden signs. Face, arm, speech, time. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
You don't usually get a stock tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stock. It's called Better Futures, a stock for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college, which ends up making the future better for all of us. My name is Alicia, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. Brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
When I was little, I didn't talk for a long time. I was sensitive to lights and sounds, so I built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. Sometimes I did the same things over and over, until one day I found out I had autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Back here in the Grove City College Arena, the Grove City women's basketball team, a winner tonight. Final score, 81-52. 14 points for Mara Polchinski, 10 for Haley Hertzler, 8 for Alexa McDowell, 7 each for Clara Hannon, Meredith Sherrod, and Reese Hazley. Thiel led tonight by Kaylee Risser with 14, Bria Ringloff with 13. Wolverines out-rebound Thiel tonight, 59-34. We'll come back with a full recap after this on the home of the Wolverines.
I'm Sally, a volunteer at United Way. I'm asking people around the neighborhood what they think this place needs. Excuse me, hi. What do you think this place needs?
I'd like to see more parking.
More playgrounds.
Free movies.
That's easy. Better restaurants.
And you, what do you think this place needs?
This place? Oh, more ice cream trucks.
Okay. How about you?
Wi-Fi everywhere?
I was thinking more money in the pockets of local families come tax time.
Can I change my answer?
I was just kidding about the ice cream.
Oh, that's way better.
Now that you mention it.
When it comes to getting better tax refunds into the hands of local families, what this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org. Because great things happen when we live united. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
This is the news. This morning, we are saluting the 2.2 million women who have joined in the war effort. They now make up 37% of the workforce, changing their role forever.
The prestigious Harvard Medical School is breaking ground today, opening its doors to new female applicants.
Today, little girls all over the world look to the sky, where the first woman is now in space.
Military stereotypes are challenged today with the trailblazing promotion of a U.S. female officer to 4-star general. It was just announced that the vast majority of last year's doctorate degrees were earned by women.
We've come so far, but our news is changing for the worse. More women die from heart disease and stroke than men, even though it can be prevented. Make a change at GoRedForWomen.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women.
Chris, can you put the video game controller down for a second?
I can talk and play. Oh, I'm totally annihilating this punk kid in Nebraska.
I just feel like you're not acting like a grown-up in our relationship.
Am too.
Well, you still ride your skateboard to work, there's the comic book collection, the race car bed.
Look, I'm young at heart, but I put money into my 401k every paycheck. I picked up a few savings tips at feedthepig.org. I have control over my financial life now, and that feels pretty grown up.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. For free ideas and easy tips on ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
So, I bet I look like a grown-up to you now.
Well, except for the footy pajamas, I'd have to agree.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
All right, back here one final time. We had to, we're short-staffed, and I said to go be a copy boy. But Grove City winner tonight, 81-52. Wolverines trailed 20-16 after one, a 23-8 edge in the second quarter. Made it 39-28, however. And Grove City then led 64-39 after three. Your final tonight, or 64-41 after three. 81-52 the final. Wolverines shot 34 of 81. That's 42%. Thiel 20 of 60 for 33%, 27 Thiel turnovers. Grove City turned it over 17 times. A few other numbers of note. Reese Hazley, 4 assists for Grove City, 3 assists for Clara Hannon and Mara Polchinski, 5 steals for Polchinski. Alexa McDowell with 3 steals to go with her 8 points. On the Thiel side, Izzy Green with 4 assists, Kaylee Risser with 4 steals. 81-52, Grove City wins it. We will wrap things up here. We will be back right now at 7:17 here in the East. We will be back at athletics.gcc.edu. We'll be back at 7:27. So in 10 minutes, athletics.gcc.edu. We will be back. You can flip over to the men's channel there. In the meantime, this is Ryan Briggs saying so long for now. It's a Wolverine winner. Wolverines clinch a berth in the PAC tournament with an 81-52 win. Back in 10 minutes here on the home of the Wolverines. Thank you for tuning into the Wolverine Sports Network. We'll talk to you next time on the home of the Wolverines.